President Trump using his power to punish one of his rivals? One of his rivals who owns one of the nation's biggest papers? If you become numb to this, snap out of it. This is a report from the Washington Post, which is owned by Jeff Bezos. The report on Friday is titled, "Trump Personally Pushed the Postmaster General to Double the Rates on Amazon and Other Firms." Amazon, of course, is run by Jeff Bezos. So this story has the appearance of a president using his power to punish a newspaper owner. Quoting the Post's own reporting here, some administration officials say several of Trump's attacks aimed at Amazon have come in response to articles in the Post that he didn't like. Earlier, you heard Kellyanne Conway denying there's a link between the Post and the Amazon stuff. But let's talk about it with one of the reporters who broke this story, Josh Dawsey. He's a White House reporter for the Post and a CNN analyst. Josh, a little awkward, I assume. You're having to write about your owner in this situation.
Yeah, but we're just sticking with the facts and reporting what happened in these meetings between President Trump and the Postmaster General. He asked for the rates on Amazon and other firms, to be clear, to be doubled. He sees the Postal Service's finances. He says they're bleeding. He thinks that doing this could ameliorate some of the problems, the financial problems there. And that's been pushed back by his advisors who say, we can't just double the rates on companies unilaterally and quickly. There's a regulatory commission. We have to go through, lots of different steps to make this happen. So, it's a complicated situation for the president, but I don't think it's one that's abating anytime soon.
The White House did not deny your reporting, and I noticed that Conway did not really deny the substance of these meetings that have happened. You reported that in some of these meetings with Trump and the Postmaster General, there's been a presentation of the facts, but still the president doesn't believe it?
The president doesn't. The president sees Amazon as kind of his behemoth company who, is just making too much money off mom and pop shops, as Kellyanne Conway said earlier. That's a phrase the president has used repeatedly. The president thinks Amazon has too lucrative and too sweet of a deal. Obviously, that's up for debate, by others, but the president sees that. As we've reported to, the president often complains about the Washington Post, that's also owned by Jeff Bezos, and sometimes complaints about Amazon come after Washington Post stories that he doesn't like. But the president in these meetings are saying it's nothing about the Post, it's nothing about reporting. I just think the Postal Service is getting ripped off. That's what the position he's, put his advisors on a number of occasions.
And you don't have to trust the Post on this. No offense, Josh. Look at PolitiFact. Look at all the other fact checkers who have looked into the president's claims about the Postal Service. You can see here PolitiFact identifying it as a pants-on-fire lie,
right,
to suggest that Amazon's not paying any taxes, or right, that these deals. What does
right,
it say here? Postal Service isn't losing a fortune on Amazon. Those sorts of issues.
Right.
Josh, where's this story going to go? Sorry, go ahead.
And as we reported in our story, a number of the president's advisors do not think Amazon is a problem, and have told him that. Gary Cohn, obviously, chief economic advisor who left last year, he's talked about this with Stephen Mnuchin, obviously the Postmaster General. He's had several meetings in the Oval Office about the shipping costs on Amazon, and he seems to be the main person in the administration that thinks that Amazon is a problem and wants to raise rates on Amazon and other firms who ship.
Josh, thanks for being here, and I recommend checking out the full story on the Washington Post website.